The story of the two farmers. Once upon a time, there were two farmers, John and Mike. They lived in the same village and worked on adjacent farms. One day, a severe drought hit the land, and both farmers' crops began to wither away. John, who was a pessimist, looked at his dying crops and said, "This is terrible. We'll never make it through this drought. Our crops will die, and we'll go bankrupt." Mike, on the other hand, was an optimist. He looked at his crops and said, "This is a challenge, but we can get through it. We'll find a way to irrigate our crops and make them thrive." As the days went by, John's crops continued to wither away, while Mike's crops began to flourish. Mike had found a way to irrigate his crops using a nearby stream. John was amazed and asked Mike, "How did you do it? How did you manage to save your crops?" Mike replied, "I believed that we could get through this. I stayed positive and looked for solutions. And that's what made the difference." John realized that his negative thinking had held him back. He had given up too easily and hadn't looked for solutions. From that day on, John made a conscious effort to stay positive and look for solutions to his problems. And his life began to change for the better. The moral of the story is that positive thinking can make a huge difference in our lives. When we stay positive, we're more likely to find solutions to our problems and achieve our goals.